What's up, everyone? This is Betamax. My name is Fidel. Joining me, as always, is Eddie and Birdie. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up?
So what was that noise, Eddie, that you mimed to us right now?
Mimed?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that made no sense.
Mime the noise, dude. Mime it.
You alright, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good? You said you're choking over there.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how are you guys on this fine evening? Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, I can't stop.
Dude, Birdie's the only professional one right now.
I know.
So what's it like being the only professional one on this podcast right now? Yeah, that's enough of that.
I wear a lot of jewelry.
Jewelry? It's jewelry, man! So what's up, guys? How you feeling tonight?
Good.
What's the energy like right now?
I'm breathing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you, Eddie?
I'm pumped, dude. I got coffee.
He had his coffee.
I just ate a salad.
Yeah?
That's it. Yeah.
He's good. He's good for like a month.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I worked all day. How are you more tired than I am?
Yeah, dude. I've been working all day. I'm still on the clock right now, dude.
Yeah?
No days off.
You hear that, Birdie's job? I don't know the name of the company.
It's called Birdie's Job, dude.
It's called Birdie's Job.
It's called Birdie's Job Incorporated.
LLC or what?
Did you oversleep?
What?
Did you oversleep?
No. I got up like 6:30. My body's just not made for
Sleeping in.
going to a show after work. So
Oh, that's right. You did.
yeah,
Nah.
did like an 11-hour shift yesterday, and then went to the show.
That was the first show that we all went to since the Jawbreaker show.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, that's true. And that was like, what, 2020? Right?
No, wasn't that this year?
Oh, no, it was last year.
I think it was 2021.
Yeah, it was last year.
Or maybe 2022. I don't know.
No, it might have been late last year.
Yeah, I think it was like holiday season last year.
Because I remember it being pretty cold.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. It was fun, dude. We went to go see Sabretooth Zombie.
I'd never seen that band before.
What'd you think?
For them having such a long hiatus and coming back, it was pretty rowdy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could totally tell like they weren't in their prime.
Oh, yeah.
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 I could tell like the best time to see them was like 2006 or 7.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But even then, like they were good. They sounded good. I could tell like the singer was drunk.
Was he?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like.
Because
That's how he always is.
That's how he always
Oh,
is.
really?
Yeah, he kind of.
Oh no, he wasn't drunk. He's straight edge. He had like a shitload of straight edge tattoos on him.
I'm pretty sure he's not straight edge anymore, though. Because
Oh,
I feel
really?
like I did see him buying a beer.
Because he's got like 3 X's tattooed on his calf.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always been kind of like. I don't know, the way he performs kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
He looks tired. Like he. I don't know how to explain it.
Dude, I was like looking up videos of them from like when they first started. It's like, damn, these guys aged terribly.
Well, I think we were just talking about. I think it's only like 2 original members. I think the rest like they're new people.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the rest of the band besides the 2.
I had fun though.
Yeah.
It was cool.
The guitarist was like pretty fun because like he noticed that I was taking pictures with my camera.
The one
Yeah.
closest to you?
Yeah, and he would like smile at me like while I was taking, because I guess he thought he was like in the shot. Because I would I would like take a picture and I would look up and he'd just be smiling at me and I'd be like, oh.
Yo.
I'd feel awkward, so I just take a picture. I took a picture of him. I just got that film developed today too, so I'll see.
Oh, yeah?
I'll see how those.
Oh, yeah, because you finished the role by the end of the night, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they came out good, man.
Yeah, we'll see. That's my first time doing
Like
film,
a live event like
film flash photography and a live event. So there's like a lot of motion going on.
that? Yeah.
You don't want to do that with film, anyways. You want to save that for like a digital camera.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to test it out, see what it was like. Because that was my second time using that camera in particular. My first time was when I went to LA a few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago. I took it out to LA. I just took pictures and I developed the roll and I have the pictures. They came out great. So hopefully they come out great.
When do you get them? Do you know? Like in a couple days or what?
Oh, I just had to pay for them. They already like.
Oh, they're ready.
Yeah, because the place where I take it to go develop, they send me physical and digital.
Okay.
Well, they don't send me the physical ones. I have to go pick up the physical ones. But the digital ones, they just like text me like, "Oh, send us this much. Like, it costs you this much, and then we'll send you your digital."
Is it that place in Fontana?
Yeah.
I like that place.
Yeah, that place is cool. Yeah.
Is there even a place in Riverside like that, like where you could?
There's a place in Riverside that specializes in cameras, film and digital, but I don't think there's a film developing place in Riverside.
I mean, other than like the fucking CVS or whatever.
Oh yeah, you can go to like a CVS and they'll do it, but I think they do it very like basically.
Yeah.
I think they just put like the roll like in a machine and then it just prints them out.
Yeah.
Or if you go to that Fontana place, like they
they
use an actual dark room and
yeah.
like they like. I heard the lady talking about it today, because I went today to drop off a roll of film.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that I finished last night. My bad. But yeah, she was like talking about the process to me, and she was just like, "Yeah, we do it by hand and blah blah blah." I was like, "Damn, you guys actually do it like pretty gnarly."
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hector had told me about that place, and then I know Ronnie goes there too to get his shit done.
Yeah, I think I just googled it because I was like film developing in Riverside, and it was like the closest one, Fontana, that place. So.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the show, Eddie?
It was cool. Lately, the shows we've been going to, it's like been all friends.
Yeah, because we
There's
went
a
to the
ton
Soul
of
Search
friends,
reunion, and then now the Saber-Tooth Zombie one.
I think we had more friends at this one than we did at the Soul Search, no? Somewhat.
Possibly.
Or like, I don't know, around the same amount, but it was cool.
I think it's mostly because like ACXDC was playing, and like the crowd they bring is a lot of people that we know.
Yeah.
So
it was cool. It was fun.
Yeah, I hadn't realized how cut off I had been from a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like,
oh yeah,
dude, I was like talking to our friend Sam, and she was like, "I had a baby." I was like, "You had a fucking baby?"
I know that blew my mind that you didn't know that,
like,
but then
no.
I was like, "Oh, that's right." Like,
I was like, "No way! I have been gone for a very long time." It's time for me to hop back on IG, I guess, just to like check up on everyone. Yeah,
it's a good tool for like your photography stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to end up making one soon, just because like I've already have too much like digital shit on my phone that I should probably be putting up there. So, yeah.
You know, I noticed there are a couple people have been using Tumblr again for their photography.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, that's cool," and like. You could, I mean, I would suggest maybe that because you don't have to like follow anybody. You could just use it as like an uploading tool and like it's there whenever you need it, you know?
Yeah, okay. I'll look into that.
Because I know like a lot of people could been complaining about like the algorithm on Instagram, how it's all fucking whacked out.
I feel like IG is mostly like for, like if you're big, it's probably just like who you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a social site.
Yeah.
You know, but as far as trying to be artistic on there, I heard it's like really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's hard to separate yourself from like what other people are doing too, because everyone's a fucking photographer nowadays, and it's like I see the same shit over and over again. I'm just
which kind of keeps me from like
wanting to
going anywhere on social media with like my photography, just because like it's like, you know, you can Google a nice picture or something, you know. That's why I'm experimenting right now with like all the cameras I own and trying to go to places where people just don't go to photography or put themselves in positions in that, because I notice like when people do photography, they're really safe with it. Like they're really like, I want to stay somewhere where I'm okay, or you know, they get really comfortable really fast and they don't take any risks.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like I said, Tumblr, like, people are using that again, so. But yeah, the show was tight. A lot of people we haven't seen in a while.
Definitely. Yeah, it was nice though. Yeah. It was a nice time.
All right. What? I came to the conclusion with Hector.
Uh-huh.
I think I am a bully, dude.
Oh, 100%.
You're
dude.
a bully, dude. Like,
dude, we've been knowing that.
Like I was picking on everyone.
You were, dude. No, you know what? It comes out in me being around everybody like that. It comes out in me too because I was doing it to Hector. Like remember he was like participating with the conversation like in the circle next to us, and I was like, "Hey, dude, chill. Like you're not part of the circle."
Yeah, dude. But I'm not gonna stop.
No, but like your bullying is not bullying because it's funny. this motherfucker on the other hand though, like
goes for the jugular.
He'll attack you, dude.
Mine's hilarious.
No, like he'll just attack you, dude. Like out of nowhere.
Dude, that show was fun.
I know we stayed outside most of the time, but it was cool.
Yeah, it's because it's bands that we've seen a million times, except for Sabretooth, but
yeah.
Yeah, even being outside was fun.
Yeah,
like
it was
socializing with all the homies and shit, seeing everyone.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Yeah, catching up and shit.
I think the one person that I saw that I didn't get a chance to say hi to was George, the drummer. But dude, that guy, he was like, when they were done with their set, he was like fucking dripping sweat.
he was in his undies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a nice. I don't think I've ever been in that part of LA, the Mariachi Plaza.
Oh yeah.
I've never been there, dude. That's how when we left the venue, I went crazy with my camera. I was just like, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I've never been to that venue either. Hey, we're telling you, man, it was bad before.
Shut up. You guys were like, oh, it's a fucking, this venue's so small. It's like you can only fit 10 people. You can't see the band.
What do you say, 10 people?
You said 11, dude.
10 and a half, all right.
No, they changed it in there.
Yeah,
man.
but
they made us liars.
It was a cool venue, dude.
Nah, it was a lot better now.
Man, fuck you guys. I don't trust you.
Damn, not even Eddie?
My friend?
Mm-hmm.
My friend?
My friend?
My friend?
All right, so what are we talking about tonight, guys?
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Barbarian?
Barbarian?
the Beach Boys song, Barbarian.
Barbarian?
Barbarian.
Barbarian. So Barbarian. That's what we're talking about?
Yes. I have no idea who directed it.
I looked up who directed it, but I forgot his name. But I know he's a member of that comedy group, The Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah, Zach Kreger is his name.
Yeah, which is like another one of those like Jordan Peele deals where it's like this guy does funny shit, and then all of a sudden he's like a horror dude.
Yeah, because this was his first movie that he directed.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Barbarian, a 2022 American horror film written and directed by Zach Kreger. Damn, I said that shit all wrong. So, like, when I first heard about this movie, I remember seeing, like, a teaser for it. And it was just, like, this woman opening a door and, like, shining her phone light down.
I love that.
And that was it.
The trailer doesn't give anything away.
Yeah.
I didn't see a trailer at all.
Like, I remember seeing that teaser and that was it. I never saw anything else for it until, like, the movie came out. And then I forgot which one of you was the first one to tell. I think it was you to tell me.
Yes. Yeah, it was me.
Hey, homie.
What?
You know what? No.
No, what? Say it. Say it. Hey, speak your truth.
Speak
All
English.
right, I'm going to spit some facts to these folks.
Air your grievances.
All right, man.
Yeah, grieve your errands.
I'm a grieving. I always recommend movies to you guys.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Mia had recommended this movie to me, so I watched it.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
Does Mia listen to this? Does she?
Yeah.
She has ears.
Yeah. What's up, Mia?
So if Mia's listening to this, don't recommend any of these fools any more movies.
What do you mean? I always watch everything she recommends.
All right, first of all, consult me first, Mia. So I always recommend you guys movies.
Yeah.
Doubt it.
You guys don't ever watch them
do you
until
mean,
someone else recommends that fucking movie. And you're like, it's so tight.
It's not true.
Fuck all y'all.
Name another movie that happened with. Exactly. Fucking liar.
What movie were we talking about?
Legoland?
Legoland.
I mean, the Lego movie?
Legoland.
No, but like I said, like when I saw the trailer for this or the teaser for it, I was like, okay, then I don't know. I have no idea what this movie's about. Mm-hmm. But I didn't hear anything about it at all after that until you were like, oh, dude, like you got to watch Barbarian, and I was like confusing it with a different movie. I can't remember what.
There was another movie called Barbarians that came out like around the same time.
I think I was confusing it with that.
I have no idea what that one's about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Every time I saw the title or I would say it, I would just think of Conan.
Conan the Barbarian?
Conan?
Yeah. Conan. The Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That one's tight.
Yeah, it is. Eddie doesn't like action movies.
I do. I like those old 80s shit.
80s?
Stuff that you can't get away with now.
Oh, yeah.
White dude saving the world.
Because that doesn't really happen.
No, it does. But
what made you want to watch this movie?
So I didn't know anything about it. I saw the trailer, but it just seemed like a generic, boring horror movie.
Yeah.
It didn't. But like in hindsight, like I'm so glad that trailer didn't reveal anything. It didn't show like any of the important scenes that, you know, what it eventually becomes. So I had my first real drive-in experience, and we watched that movie, and I fucking loved it. I had no idea what it was about. It feels like not even like 1/3 into the movie, it kind of switches. What would you say, like halfway through the movie?
I would say about halfway.
So it starts out like a suspenseful kind of like mystery type of thing.
Yeah. Kind of builds up that paranoia type.
Yeah,
shit.
and you think, oh, it's just like a, you know, that kind of horror movie, and then it just goes completely off the walls, and just turns into a what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely starts selling itself as something that it's not.
Yeah.
So like once shit hits the fan, it's like,
Yeah, because I don't think the trailer even shows Justin Long, does it?
I don't know. I only watched that
I don't
teaser.
think it does. Like I was like he was my favorite character. I think he's gonna be most people's favorite character.
Yeah.
He's such a shithead.
Yeah.
But man, Justin Long in horror movies, he's always dying. Something bad is always happening to him.
Yeah.
yeah, he never gets a good ending.
Jeepers Creepers.
Tusk. I've never seen what was it? Drag Me to Hell? Is that the one he's in? The Sam Raimi one?
No, he's not in Drag Me to Hell. I don't think so.
I think he is.
Is he? I just saw that one like this year.
Yeah, I think he is.
Is he? Well, let me check because I do not remember.
I feel like he is.
Yeah, but I think this movie in particular came out of left field itself.
What?
It came out of left field itself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I don't think it was like majorly advertised, or because I didn't hear about it until like everyone around me started talking about it. Like not even like, because like I'm always on YouTube and shit looking shit up.
Yeah.
And usually there's like trailer shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then one YouTuber I followed talked about it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, he thinks it's great, so must be good, you know. But and then I looked it up on IMDb, and it's titled under Justin Long Horror Project. And then
really?
Recently they changed the title of it to Barbarian.
Was he like the first one to be put on like the cast or something?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the director did that on purpose.
No, actually, his character was supposed to be played by Zac Efron.
Really?
And I guess he canceled it, or he just didn't want to do it. So they got Justin Long. And he took it.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't think Zac Efron's a good actor.
I think he's good for comedy roles.
I've never
seen...
He
plays like that buff, hot dimwit. Yeah. But he does a really good job at it.
I would say that's a good fit for him.
Yeah. I recently watched what's that movie he did with Robert De Niro? Dirty Grandpa. And
Dirty Grandpa. No, not Dirty Grandpa. Is it Dirty Grandpa?
Yeah, him and Robert.
Which
De
one's the
Niro.
one with Johnny Knoxville?
Bad
Grandpa. Okay, yeah.
So I watched it. I was fucking bored, dude, and I was like, I just want to.
It wasn't funny at all.
Well, I was like, I just want to watch something like I don't have to fucking pay attention to. Like I just put it on. Robert De Niro was fucking hilarious in that movie, and Zac Efron plays very well off of that. And like you're right, he plays that like just like that buff, dim-witted guy. Like the movie's not good though, but
I wonder how he was in Baywatch.
the buff, dim-witted guy.
Yeah. You watch it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's definitely one of those movies that's just like it's a fun movie. It's
okay.
It's just something to have fun with. Like it's not a good movie.
So he's like The Rock with hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably with a little bit more range. A little bit.
A little more charisma, too.
Yeah. No, I don't know. The Rock's pretty charismatic, dude.
No, I'm saying more than Zac Efron.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, going back. So that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it wouldn't have had the same, like...
I think it would have been a completely different thing. I think it would have worked.
It would have been distracting, to be honest.
Yeah, he's too big of a star for me to be like, ooh, that's Zac Efron on the screen.
I don't know. I feel like I've seen Justin Long in more films than Zac.
But I feel
Justin Long's been pretty low key lately, though.
Yeah, and I feel like Zac Efron's more in the like mainstream public eye of everything,
which is why it would be too distracting to have him in a role like that, because you'd be like Zac Efron.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be like piece of shit character.
Yeah,
you'd be like, oh, Zac Efron.
Yeah, because Justin Long, he is popular, but like he's popular among this like crowd or like these like fans of these type.
And
I
wouldn't say Justin Long's like a A-list actor.
No, I wouldn't say he's A-list either.
He's like definitely someone that you can like. Some people like us can hit up, and you'd be like, "Dude, let's chill."
Yeah, like he definitely doesn't go anywhere with like an entourage.
Yeah,
or like people with him,
Yeah.
But that would have been interesting to see.
Yeah,
probably wouldn't have been as.
It would have been a totally different thing.
Yeah, it would have been a totally different thing.
But anyways, yeah, I'm glad Justin Long got it because. He's the best part of the film.
I honestly had no idea what's his name, Bill Skarsgård, was in it until I was watching the movie.
Dude, I fucking love Bill Skarsgård.
He's really good.
I really like that actor, and I was kind of bummed. Are we gonna get into spoilers? Or?
Well, you liked the movie?
Yes.
You liked it?
Yeah. That's why we're talking.
Okay,
about
yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. All right, from here on out, we're talking spoilers. So like,
wait. Okay, before we get into spoilers.
Okay.
I was trying to come up with like other movies that don't really reveal what they are until like halfway or maybe the last act.
Malignant.
Mm-hmm. That's another like movie that I would put up like this one, Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that one, it's never revealed that it's gonna be a vampire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought it was gonna be about the shipwreck, but it was about the heartbreak. But you guys didn't think about that.
Damn. I don't even think.
Range, homie.
Range.
I don't even think.
I don't know. I can't think of any other ones, to be honest.
I'm sure there's some out there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just rewatched From Dusk Till Dawn too. I think yesterday.
Yeah.
No, the day before.
Have you seen any of the sequels?
No, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm not going to either. But yeah, I love that movie, dude. From Dusk Till Dawn.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, the vampires look pretty gnarly in that movie. But also, Barbarian. The title has like nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah. Okay, what is a barbarian? Like, what's the definition of a barbarian?
Conan. No, I'm serious. Like, he's a barbarian. Like that Conan the Barbarian. Like
I know, but what is it?
I think they're actual people though.
Yeah, like it was like a type of people from like back then, or that's a different region of like centuries ago or some shit. It might be a fictional like thing too. I'm not sure, honestly.
What about like the slang meaning of it? Because obviously it's probably used like in a slang way.
It's a member of a community or tribe not belonging to one of the great civilizations. So Greek, Roman, Christian.
I guess you could kind of.
It makes sense.
You can kind of associate it with the main antagonist of this movie.
The dad.
Yeah, but I noticed that it was just like out of left field title for a movie like this.
Yeah. Maybe
it
that was
ultimately
intentional.
means an uncivilized person.
Oh, okay.
So it does make sense.
Yeah, in that aspect, yeah.
And there was like a lot of people saying how the director titled it that way because the title itself has the you can rearrange the letters to say Airbnb.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that called? Like an anagram or something?
I don't go to school.
I didn't graduate.
They kicked me out after second grade. So.
But yeah, like when I started watching, like I said, I only had seen that teaser, and I had heard or I read that Justin Long was in it, but I had no idea Bill Skarsgård was in it. So like when he showed up, I was like, oh shit.
It was a pretty secretive movie.
It was.
Because even I looked it up before watching it. Not a lot of things like were like, oh, this is in it, this actor. I just knew that Justin Long was in it, but not to what extent. If he was the main character. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, like I thought it did a very good job in building up that whole being like a suspense thriller, because like you're kind of like okay, so the premise is
just taking a shit on that.
Yeah, but like the premise starts off as like she shows up to this Airbnb and somebody's already there, so obviously it was double booked, and it was Bill Skarsgård who was there, and it kind of comes off as like, should she trust this guy?
Yeah,
and they have that conversation of like, if she was the one that was already there and he was the one, like she would be like, I wouldn't fucking let you in. Like, no, fuck that.
Don't they have that conversation?
Yeah, I just said that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the audience itself, like having that conversation.
No, I meant like they actually had that conversation.
It's done really clever, so it's like not like it's such a great way of building suspense because they're talking to each other about what the audience is thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't come off as dumb, like why would you let this person in? Like,
yeah,
it makes sense when you're watching the movie, so it's really clever in that way.
But the whole time, man, you're just like, man, this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like the whole time I was like, I don't trust this guy.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't fucking trust this guy.
He's way too charming.
Really, but that's the way the director is playing with me. Like the whole time I'm thinking, I don't trust him, but I'm like, the director's making me not trust him. So maybe it's her that, you know, she's
okay.
I was going back and forth in my head.
I had that thought too, especially when she was like trying to leave after finding the secret room and all that. Mm-hmm. When she was trying to leave and he was like, well, let me go look. At that point, I was like, okay, no, like she can't trust this guy. But then I had this idea. I was like, what if like this is a fucking bait and switch and she's acting like that to get him down there and she's the one that's gonna fucking lock him down, you know?
The whole time the director's just like toying with you. Yeah. And like it's done, like I said, really cleverly because he knows what expectations the audience have. Yeah. And he's like fucking just going around every single one. Yeah. So then they discover a room in the basement.
They never say. Oh no, they do. I was gonna say they never really explain the camcorder, but then like, yeah, they
the
do.
flashback.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, they find a strange room with like a nasty mattress and bed, and a camcorder.
And there's like a bloody handprint on the wall.
Yeah, so you're like the whole time like your mind's just thinking like, what the fuck is this? You know, what's happening in this room? Who's behind it all? And like I said, it just doesn't prepare you for what it really is. Yeah. Until you actually see it, and eventually it kind of sucks because like I really like Bill Skarsgård's character. I don't remember his name in the movie, but yeah, he eventually discovers a room within the room, like in the basement.
He goes down there to check it out to like ease her mind, and then like she's calling out to him because he's like taking a while and he's not responding. So she goes down there and then she like vaguely like hears like him yelling, and then that's when she discovers the other room, right, with the stairs going. Yeah. So she goes down deeper and it's like a fucking dungeon down there, and she's going deeper and deeper and she's just using her phone, right, the light on her phone. Yeah. And then like it kind of does that whole jump scare where it shows him, but he's like on his hands and knees. Yeah. And he's like, oh, like help or whatever. And at that moment, I was like, no, like don't fucking turn around, get the fuck out of there. He's luring you. Yeah. But then that's when that reveal of the
barbarian appears.
What was going through your guys' head during that whole?
Well, I just like the fact that the whole first act was like the director being like, I'm gonna make the audience interact with like this movie
Yeah.
in their head, you know, because the whole time, like, because I was watching it with someone and they were just like, don't trust him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you're onto something good when you can make the audience like get out of their seat and be like pointing at the screen and like trying to talk to.
It's engaging.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I think you're doing an awesome job as a director if you're like getting your audience to participate with you like
And
that.
Yeah.
It's engaging, and you're wrong
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah.
Which kind of reveals like how you think as a person, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, nah, you're the piece of shit, you know, for thinking this
Right?
guy's a piece of shit, you know? So I thought that was really good. I thought that was really good writing.
Yeah, definitely.
So the Barbarian appears. I think they just call her Mother in the movie.
I think so.
So
But
Mother.
it's not necessarily like a clear shot
No,
because you just see something.
So at that point, I'm still like, what the fuck was that? Like, it doesn't get to that level of like insaneness that it gets towards the end.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm still thinking, okay, it's still a pretty serious movie.
Yeah.
And then, so the mother appears, and then it just cuts to black, and then it gets to
Just as long as
like, does it say like how
Well,
long after?
it shows him kill Bill Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, he smashes
Fucking smashing his
face
head.
in.
Yeah, like into the wall.
Dude,
Yeah,
you can like see his eyes pop out. Like, oh,
Yeah.
dude, that
It's
was
pretty brutal.
That was so nasty.
Yeah.
That was, man.
and then I think that's when it cuts away, right?
Yeah,
After
because
that?
I think it shows the girl. I don't remember her.
Maybe like a reaction that she has.
Yeah, she like yells or something, and then that's when it like cuts to
Yeah,
black.
so you don't know what happened to her
Yeah.
or anything, and then it cuts to Justin Long's character driving.
Yeah, and he's like singing, like
Yeah, it's totally different mood, and like that's where the movie starts like really fucking with you, and you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
yeah,
Because
Because it just cuts to like this random dude
yeah,
played by Justin Long, and you're just like,
And-
where am I? Where am I going?
and he's an actor, right? Or
I think so. He's like actor producer type character. I don't think they really say.
going too into it.
Yeah,
But in that scene where, like, when you first are introduced to him, he gets a call from, like, his agent or
Yeah.
something, and they're telling him, like, oh, you're off the show or whatever.
well, yeah, he was giving him a heads up. He was like, hey, just heads up, like you're being accused.
You're being accused.
You're being Me Too'd, basically.
Yeah.
It starts to establish Justin Long's character,
Yeah,
and it starts to ask that question to the audience. What do you think?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
Now you're hearing all these dialogue from Justin Long, his agent, his producer, his whatever the fuck manager. I'm gonna show you how this guy interacts like with everyone around him, phone calls, text messages, and you're gonna make up your mind.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which was great.
yeah, because it doesn't make it obvious.
Yeah.
Like
Because because like the way he reacts, it's like it's the way that an innocent person reacts.
yeah,
'Cause
he's
if-
like, what the fuck? Like,
well,
if
kind
someone-
of, because I took it as he really did it right off the bat.
nah, not me.
Because he doesn't deny it. The whole time he doesn't deny it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I said like the director's gonna like, I'm gonna throw some stuff on the screen here,
Yeah,
and now you're gonna make up your mind. And Eddie caught that, the fact that he was like, he never once said, I did not do this. The
That's
whole
true.
time he's
He
saying,
never
the
called
whole
her a
time he's
liar,
saying,
nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
the whole time he's saying she's a liar. That's his whole exchange. Like it's just she's a liar. Which like, once you start thinking about it, it's like, what does a little kid do when you catch him? Like,
No, I don't even think he says she's a liar.
he just calls her a fucking bitch.
Yeah, like he
all
doesn't
he
even
did.
deny it. Like that's the thing.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, oh, he did it. Like
yeah, so it's like, what does a little kid do? Like when you catch him doing this, like he doesn't
yeah,
take responsibility. He doesn't like, try to,
Yeah.
deny it. You know what I mean? So it was like super on the psych with this one, which is really nice.
But yeah, he gets that phone call and he's being told all this and being told that the current project he's working on, he's getting fired from, and then so he goes to meet with his accountant and ask him like, what's all this gonna cost me, like this whole lawsuit and all this shit.
yeah, he's just trying to brush it, like get over it
Yeah.
really quickly.
And
I
basically,
like that too because it was so realistic.
yeah,
Because you never hear about that or
Mm-mm.
see, like, it was so real. Like, what's the next move for a rich, famous, like, actor?
yeah,
Like, what's the next move? The next move is, like, am I still going to be rich?
yeah. But like he
Yeah.
tells him like in 3 months you're gonna be at zero on your
Yeah.
accounts, like you're fucked basically.
And the whole time I'm like wondering what does he have to do with the movie?
Yeah,
like,
and then that's when he's telling him about like, oh, you gotta start liquidating your shit.
Yeah,
so like you got these properties. Yeah, and it turns out that he's the owner of that Airbnb
where all that shit went down.
Yeah, so he plans on going to get it set up so he could sell it, and that's when he shows up, and it's crazy. Like the fucking his obliviousness to the scene, to just everything happen like in the house was fun. Like, was fucking crazy to me.
Very narcissistic.
Yeah.
Very narcissistic.
Because,
but also an idiot. Like,
yeah, because he finds this fucking room with the camera and a fucking gross ass bed, and he immediately thinks like, extra room. I could put this as part of the listing, and he starts measuring shit.
It's
He's like, "What the
hilarious.
fuck are you doing, dude?"
It's like very narcissistic behavior, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why would you react that way?
Yeah, and then even when he finds that secret door with the stairs going down deeper, you would think at that point, like, okay, now he's gonna be like, what the fuck?
He's not even scared. He just gets his tape measure and just starts fucking... He's all happy as fuck. Oh, dude. I don't think I've laughed at a movie that hard in a long time.
Yeah, like...
I was dying.
Yeah, when I was watching it, one person I was watching it with, we were just looking at each other like, man, this guy's like on a different one, dude. Like, he's like... I hope he's good, you know? Like, I hope he's like...
I think around that time was when I was like, okay, I kind of feel like I know where this is going to go. Because, like, his character just... It was so, like, different from what we saw with the first two characters in the beginning. Where it was, like, very realistic chats between them two.
Yeah.
And just everything was so well done. And it was very mature, realistic, and believable.
Yeah.
And then you get to his character, and he's just doing, like, the opposite of everything they were doing.
Yeah.
And dude, it was so funny. But that's when I was like, okay, I think I know where this is going to go. I was still wrong, but I kind of figured, like, it's going to go apeshit. Like, when he finally finds out what's down there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, even before he goes down there, he does contact, like, the management company he uses for the Airbnb. And he's like, hey, there's people's luggage still here. Like, who... So he's trying to find out like who was there or whatever. Do they mention like a time frame from like the first two characters?
I don't think so.
They don't, huh?
No, I think it just cuts like so fast. And that's it.
Yeah.
That doesn't give you like 2 months later.
Yeah. I think it just implied that it's been maybe a couple weeks.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think I don't remember, dude. But one thing we didn't talk about was the location of where the house is at.
Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Right?
What's up?
It's Detroit, right?
It's in Detroit. And in a neighborhood, I don't know Detroit. I don't even remember the name of the neighborhood that it was apparently in, but it like apparently is like a rough neighborhood, and it's funny because like
everything's abandoned except for the house.
Yeah, but you don't see that in the beginning when she first gets there because she gets there at night and it's raining, so all she sees is this house, and it's like just like a typical suburban looking house. But when in the morning when she leaves for her interview, like every other house around her is abandoned. And then when she gets back, she has that bum like chasing her, remember?
That was scary.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Because he was so like out of focus.
Yeah, and he was like yelling like, you don't go in that house, dog. And she like gets scared and runs in, and that's what makes her want to fucking leave.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, dude. Talk about trying to help someone and just having it bite you in the ass.
Yeah. But yeah, so then going back to Justin Long, he continues with his fucking tape measure, going deeper into this fucking dungeon. And then what does he see something or like what? I can't remember exactly how he encounters Mother. I feel weird saying that.
I know. I just think of the Danzig song, dude.
Mother. I don't remember exactly what happens. Like, does he?
You guys saw it way more recent than I did.
Because I
what?
do.
Well, what was your
like? What
was his first encounter with?
Because I remember he sees the room.
No, because he just keeps going. He just keeps going.
And he sees that room, right?
Yeah, and he goes to the room where there's like a tape playing.
Yeah. And it's like a woman breastfeeding.
Yeah, yeah. And then he hears her come in, and then he books it. But in the time that he's booking it, he doesn't watch where he's going, so he falls into the pit with the other girl.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And she's like, shh.
Yeah, because she's chasing him. Like,
yeah.
She's chasing him already.
So the woman from the beginning survived. and she's kept like in this little pit,
Yeah.
like this little trap, and he fell in there.
Yeah.
And that's where we get like our first reveal, like real reveal of Mother.
Yeah.
And
that was weird.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's like this thing. It's not acting like a thing. It's acting like a fucking person.
Like it's trying to be nurturing.
Yeah, like it's not acting like a fucking barbarian monster. You know, it's acting like a
mother.
Like a mother, like a motherly creature. You know, like
and it has like this fucking big ass bottle.
I think just because that's probably like the only VHS tape that she had, so she just kept watching that motherhood video over and over again, so that's all she knows. So that's like probably like her entire life in that VHS.
Yeah.
So the first thing she tries to do is give Justin Long a bottle. And he's I think he's like freaking out, right?
He's like, what the fuck? Like, no. And but she's like, just do it. Like, you just eat it. Like,
which means she was sucking on that teta to survive.
Yeah.
She as the other.
Yeah, because she
lady from the beginning.
Because she then like points it towards her, and she sucks on it.
Yeah, so that's so I guess apparently that's how she survived all those weeks being trapped in that pit.
Yeah,
because from feeding off that bottle that the creature is giving her,
which was probably her titty milk.
I don't know, dude.
I mean,
she's
not grocery shopping.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, wouldn't she have had to have been like pregnant to produce milk?
I have no idea. Honestly, I never had titties before, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Damn, I sound real dumb right now.
But yeah, I mean, that's another question too. It's like, where was this person getting their nutrition from?
Yeah.
Was she eating the people that would rent out the Airbnb and just like?
No, well, she was going out at night. Remember?
Oh, she could go out at night.
Oh, that's right. Well,
So,
okay, that wasn't explained either, though, right? Like, why she only went out at night?
No, I'm pretty. She probably just felt safer.
The bum explains it. Because remember when they escape and
bum.
What was it? Yeah, that's what he was, huh?
The transient.
There you
go. He explains it because he's like, when they escape later on during the movie, and they're all inside that like empty building where he chose. He's like, he says, she never comes in here for some reason. Meaning that she roams around and she's like, he sees her like roaming around, like,
yeah,
doing God knows what, you know. But like he mentions that, so it makes you like, oh, she does go out at night, but doing what, going where? Obviously not going in that building where he is, you know.
Yeah.
So,
what's your guys' thoughts on the whole her interaction with the police? Because remember, she gets out first, and she tries to get help. She finds like a gas station and calls the police, and they think she's just like a local crackhead. But they go back to the house with her, and it's in the abandoned neighborhood, and they're just like...
That's pretty realistic, I guess.
You think so?
Wouldn't you react like that if you're a cop? Like if you're if you go to Skid Row, and there's like a house like 5-10 miles away from Skid Row, and
yeah, you're right.
You know, there's this like lady with ripped clothes, and like she stinks like shit. Teeth are all fucked up, you know, like... That's
true.
And she's over here talking about, this is my house, like, come on.
Was she a mess at that point?
Oh, dude, she had just got out of the house.
Yeah, it was after that, yeah.
Yeah, she had just gone out of the house. So, yeah, like Birdie's right. She probably fucking smelled.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't care, and she wasn't white, so they didn't care.
Hey, one of the cops was black, though.
They don't care, dude.
Oh, that's true.
He's still a cop.
That's true.
Yeah, everybody knows when you're a cop, you just turn white.
But yeah, then that's when she fucking doesn't she? Oh, she waits for her to come out of the house, right? And she runs into her with the car into the house.
I don't think she did it intentionally. She wasn't like waiting. I think she just appeared and then rammed her. She jumped on the hood.
Oh, that's right.
And then she rammed her into the house.
Yeah.
And then I guess she's just relieved, thinking that.
Oh, she's dead. So she goes in there because she wants to help Justin Long out. Because she was able to get out. Yeah. And then she goes, and I had a feeling that was going to happen. Like, when she's, like, looking for him, she's all, like, quiet. And then, like, he found a gun or something? or did he have?
Oh, so while all that's happening,
yeah, he escapes, right?
Justin Long escapes, and he keeps going like into the tunnels down there
Because he doesn't want to go the other way, right?
and he finds the
that's
father.
Right. That's right.
Doesn't
that's
he
right.
hesitate? Like I don't want to go back that way.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep going forward.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's when he finds like the whatever the thing guy is.
The father.
The father, yeah. And I think at that point we have like a flashback, and it kind of explains how that came to be. The entire
the way they
house.
filmed that.
It changed ratio
changed
into like an
ratio.
actual 1980s camera.
And it made it look like a video game. The way it was like, it looked like a first person style or like a third person. You know, like when you were playing like a third person style
Like
game.
GTA.
Yeah, because like it was just like a fucking wide shot of the house, and it shows him walking down, and it just follows him into the car, gets in the back seat, and then it shows him like walking, and I was like, damn, this feels like Doom,
Like a POV type of thing.
But yeah, it shows the neighborhood all nice.
You discover that like, yeah, back in the day, Detroit was like a nice neighborhood, but everyone was leaving. Like they.
When was that?
That was I believe it was supposed to be
50s.
like the 50s.
Yeah. Just because of the way the cars were, the way he was dressed.
Yeah, you're right.
The way everyone had like a nice garden and
I know everything was so bright and green, like
white picket fence.
Oh yeah, and I think all the women were wearing, they weren't wearing pants.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they were wearing dresses.
Yeah.
So yeah, you slowly it goes into like how that house became to be, and ultimately this guy was luring women down there.
Yeah.
And using that room to obviously like rape or whatever. It never goes into detail what happens.
Not necessarily. I believe it's the explanation of who the girl is, the mother. She was a product of him having sex or raping a woman, her having a baby, that baby growing up, him having sex with that young woman, and like just so on and so on until she
Inbred.
was fucking yeah.
Yeah, that guy was psychotic.
But that actor when he popped up, I was like, of course he's playing this guy.
Who was it?
It's the guy. He was like he was in 3 from Hell. He was in
31.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And he was in Mandy.
Mandy. There we go. Yeah.
He played the drug manufacturer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That character, I think he kills himself, right? He shoots himself, right?
Well, the flashback it also shows him talk to his neighbor, saying like, "Oh, we're out of here. Like, we're selling the house," you know.
Yeah. So everyone's leaving Detroit, and he's just kind of like
he's like, I'm not
stubborn
yeah.
old guy that doesn't want to move.
Yeah, and then it shows him go back in the house, and he opens up the door to the basement, and when he opens it, you hear like a yell, like a scream.
That's right. Yeah.
And then the door closes, and then it goes back to like present day.
Yeah. And then that's where.
But yeah, Justin Long finds him, and he thinks like he's in trouble, so he's like, "Oh, we're gonna get out of here, man!" Like,
and this old guy's like bedridden.
Yeah.
He's fucking old. He's living like in this weird ass room with like this is dark and bleak in there.
Yeah, and like he's like trying to reach for something, and Justin Long's
every time I see stuff like that, I'm like, "What's it smell like in there?"
Oh, dude.
Like, what's it smell like?
Are you amazing?
Or like that chick, I thought like how we were saying like she's probably smells like shit because she's been stuck down there.
Like old people, dude.
Yeah, well, you would probably know, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
old people stink, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah, it'd probably it'd be horrendous.
Yeah, so every time I see scenes like that in movies, I'm always like, man, how are the actors not like? I mean, obviously it doesn't smell, but
yeah,
how's the actor doesn't choose to put that into their?
I know. I would be like
yeah, like at least like
something,
this, you know,
yeah,
like
covering your mouth, your face, something. But yeah, like he's like trying to reach for something. And Justin Long's like, "Oh, what do you need? Like, you want something?" Like, so he brings the nightstand closer to him.
She's so fucking oblivious.
Yeah, and then like that's when he like finds all these fucking videotapes of like him with these women that he's lured, and he's just like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, you're fucking."
That's where he turns, right?
Yeah, that's when he turns around.
Starts
but then
cussing at him like, "You fucking piece of shit."
Yeah, but like what he was reaching for on the nightstand was a gun, and Justin Long's like, "Oh, whoa," because he thinks he's gonna shoot him, but he ends up shooting himself.
So then Justin Long grabs the gun.
That's when Justin Long grabs the gun. And then now going back to like her going back down there to save him. She's like, dude, I was like, of course.
You knew it was going to happen.
I knew it was going to happen. Like she's looking for him. And then all of a sudden you just hear her, bah! And she drops. At first I thought he shot her in the head. Like initially that's what I thought happened. Because when it showed her on the ground, I saw blood on her forehead. But I think she had already had that from just trying to escape earlier. But I guess he shot her like in the abdomen. So she was just like clenching because he was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," and like they get up, and that's when they both escape and they run into the transient.
Yeah, that's right.
And he takes him to his hideout, and that's when he kind of gives the backstory.
He's giving like a backstory of her, and he's explaining that, you know, she comes out at night, blah blah blah, and at that point, was she was smashing the car, right?
When she went back down there to get Justin Long, yeah. When they came back out, she was gone.
Oh, okay. So they know she's out there somewhere.
Yeah. And
the transient is reassuring them that she never, that creature did never. I hate calling it a creature because she's not a creature, but
it's called the Barbarian.
Just call it
the inbred.
There you go.
The inbred. It's just reassuring that the inbred never goes up there, and like he's been there for years and he's never had a problem. And as soon as he says that,
she fucking Kool-Aids him, dude. Like,
dude, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Like,
yeah.
The way the camera was positioned,
yeah.
The way he was talking, I was like, he's about to get his ass fucked up right now.
Yeah, because like as soon as he says that, she just fucking flies through the wall.
Yeah.
Doesn't she like rip his arm off?
That was the part where he was like, where he says, "Man, she never comes in here."
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh, you're about to get fucked up, dude."
Doesn't she rip his arm off? Like immediately?
I think so.
She's like,
yeah.
She's like fucking super strength or some shit.
That's the thing. Like, you don't really understand her. Like, she doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because she takes a lot. Like, she gets hit by a car. Like, she takes some beatings, and she still like fucking has superhuman strength.
Yeah.
She's a barbarian.
And so then, while she's over there fucking killing this guy, Justin Long's character and that woman, I don't remember her name either. They start running up the water tower, this giant water tower, and
dude.
It gets.
Well, okay. Before that, when they're having the conversation about the history of the Barbarian,
Inbred,
the inbred,
the Motherbarian,
Justin Long has this moment of like, I'm a bad person.
Yeah, he's like self-reflecting.
Yeah, so you think like, okay, he's turning around, you know, he's realizing the error of his way. Yeah, remember?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's like sitting there and he's all like, I've done some bad shit in my life. Like,
when does he say that?
They're like sitting down. It is before the Barbarian attacks, right?
Yeah, it has to be because after that, there's no moment of rest.
because he's like self-reflect. His eyes get all like he's all welled up, and he's just like, I'm a bad person. Like I've done terrible things. Like he's like self-reflecting, and I remember sitting there thinking like, oh shit, like he's gonna be the hero. He's gonna be the hero, dude.
Like he's gonna sacrifice himself or
something. And then they get chased up the water tower. They get to the top, and
so they're running up this water tower, and the inbred is just like clawing her way up there, like just getting pretty close behind them.
And the camera, the way it was positioned on Justin Long, I was like, okay, he's about to say, "You need to run. I'll hold her off."
Yeah, because this girl's she's been shot, she's been beat up.
Yeah,
she's like.
But what does he say?
What does he say?
He says
he looks at her. Planet, right?
No. He looks at her and he goes, "I can get away," and she's like,
"Oh yeah."
She's like, "What?" And he pushes her, and she fucking.
Because he says, "I can get away, but you're gonna have to." He says something. He says, "I can get away, but you're gonna have to."
Oh, I don't remember it.
Because he said he adds another line.
Yeah, and then he pushes.
No, he says you're gonna have to jump.
Does he?
Yeah, he said, "I can get away, but you're gonna have to jump," and that's when she goes, "What?"
And he pushes her.
Yeah, and that's when he.
And then she like falls, but because of the design of the water tower, she fucking slides, and then the inbred fucking jumps after her.
So she slides. She falls off the water tower.
Yeah.
And the camera shows her like in midair falling. And the inbred is like, that's her child.
Yeah.
So she jumps after her.
And basically like cradles her
so she can survive.
And like it doesn't show them hit, but then it shows like Justin Long walking to the edge to look down, and you see them on the concrete. You see like blood splatter.
Yeah. So
you're just like, fuck, like they're both dead. Like that's it. Like this motherfucker just, I thought he was gonna be the hero. He's a fucking asshole, dude.
Like I said, man, the director's just playing with your head.
Yeah, and like he goes down there, and does he like? Oh, she's still alive.
She's still like, yeah, she's
the
still
girl,
moving
the girl's
around.
still alive. Yeah, and he's like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry, like we got to get out of here. And he's like picking her up, and in the process,
he tells her like I had to do that.
yeah, he's like,
I'm
I had
sorry,
to
I
do
had
that.
to do that.
Yeah, and then like in the process of him picking her up, the inbred grabs him by the head. Dude.
She gouges his eyes out, right?
Yeah, like fucking ramming her thumbs into his eye sockets.
Do you think that was a nod to Jeepers Creepers?
I feel like, yeah, because that's probably like his most popular horror film that he's been in.
Yeah.
Man, that's such a good kill though.
It was, dude.
Like, I think I've seen that. Maybe this is the second time I've seen that in a movie. Like, not a lot of movies do gnarly shit like that.
Yeah.
But the way she like used his head as a coco melon and shit, like just
Yeah, basically, he's like squeezing it and then just rips it in half.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, and then like she goes to the girl, and she's like calling her baby. He's like bad, like.
Yeah.
And the gun is next to the girl, and she ends up shooting her in the head, or
She shoots her in the head.
okay. Doesn't her head explode?
on the camera.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And like that's where it ends.
And like the best part, dude, my favorite part of the entire movie, it ends with "Be My Baby" by the Ronettes. That song is so tight, and it's like the perfect song to end that movie.
Be my little baby.
That was such a good ending song. Yeah, that was gnarly.
Yeah, dude, that.
So it begs the question: do you feel bad for the inbred or for Justin Long?
Dude, he was so shitty.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
But it's like he was such a crappy character, such a piece of shit. But you kind of like I said, he was my favorite though.
Yeah.
Just because he was just so entertaining.
He was a very devious character because he made you go hot and cold, and like.
We didn't mention the scene where he meets up with his friend at the bar, and his friend's like, he's like, we're friends, man. Like, you could tell me, like, did you do it? And he goes, what does he say? He's like, she never said no, or like, did she say no? And he said,
oh, like he kind of downplays it where he's just like, we hooked up.
Yeah,
she
he's like,
said
we
it
hooked
was
up.
okay to hook up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and but he also implies that he was very persistent, and basically like made her say yeah. But yeah, he was a.
This movie, it's gonna be polarizing.
Oh yeah, it is. There's a lot of people I've seen like, oh, I fucking hate this movie.
I think when I posted about it, I think I just feel like go watch this movie. A lot of people hit me up, and it was either they loved it or they absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
And there was like no in between. Like, oh yeah, I thought it was cool. It was whatever. But
Yeah.
no, it was I hated this movie or I loved it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I as soon as it was over, I'm like, yeah, this movie. Even though I really fucking enjoyed it, like I know most people aren't.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because like, there's so many movies out there where you can just say, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Or I do like it. But I think it's great when like there's a movie out there where you just have like a certain amount of people here saying yeah and a certain amount of people here saying no. I think those are the kind of movies like
I just think a lot of people just forget how to have fun.
Exactly. Those are the kind of movies you want to make because like it makes your audience like.
Because even like Terrifier. Like I would always recommend that movie.
What year did that one come out?
Which one? Terrifier?
Yeah.
2018, no?
I think so. But like the few people that did watch it, they're like, oh man, that movie made me anxious. It was sick.
That was another
like,
one that my horror movie homie Mia recommended to me.
Anyways.
You gotta recommend us some movies, Eddie.
Shut up, dude. I hate you.
Are there any Marvel horror movies you can recommend?
Is our Doctor Strange Multiverse Man?
God. But my point. What was I talking about?
I don't know, dude.
I don't remember. Oh, Terrifier. People just forgot what good campy horror movies are, and everything's like so like. They try to like movies with like Ouija boards and stuff like that. Like, I feel like the only way those movies can work is if they're so over the fucking top.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they try to be super serious and like Terrifier, like when that's another movie that I would recommend to a lot of people, and it was the same exact thing as Barbarian, where they were just like, no, that movie was like too weird, and it's just like, dude, like it's definitely not for everyone. If you love like gore and practical effects, like you'll enjoy it, but people just don't know how to have fun with movies like that anymore.
Yeah.
Because even in that group chat we're in, with like Ariana and Sydney and all them, and like I commented on, I mentioned like Terrifier 2, and I think Ariana was like, "You liked the first one? You thought it was fun?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was meant to be fun," and she was like, "Oh no, like it made me like anxious and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude, like these movies are literally like they're passion projects for people that love that shit."
Yeah.
And they're not meant to be taken serious. Like, obviously they're not. But people, I don't know, people just don't understand it. They don't get it.
I guess it might be just because of, like, how horror's been being treated for the past 10 years.
Yeah, because it's either the whole typical jump scare shit,
Yeah.
or it's, like, the elevated horror.
And if you notice, like, it has to have, like, more than a couple characters that, like, have to relate to a certain group of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's never just like
pandering.
Yeah, like it's never like fucking Barbarian. It was just like such a small cast, and it was like you can't identify these people, but you can identify with their situation.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And that's how I feel horror's been treated for the past 10 years, and that's why people like those people you guys were talking to about it were like, well, I just didn't have. It's like, well, I mean, do you want to have fun or not? You know?
It reminds me of that interview with Quentin Tarantino. It's like a famous clip now, but he's like arguing with some lady, and she's like, "They killed like there's so much violence in the movie
because it's fun, Jan." Is that the
yeah? And he's like, and she's like, "How do you like that?" And it's like, and yeah, he says like, "Because it's so damn fun, Jane. Get with it." And it's like, yeah, like that's the only way to really explain these movies. They're just fun, dude.
Yeah,
they're good, campy, fun horror movies. And it's like that. I think that's why, like, particularly Barbarian, like Terrifier, you go into it knowing it's gonna be a campy, gory film. Like,
yeah,
you just know. Like, but Barbarian, like I said, there's that. What separates that movie from like a lot of movies is that segment in the beginning where it's like a legit, straightforward like suspense movie, where like I said, it had serious acting. Like there was no bullshit, nothing crazy over the top going on. And I love that because it's going to suck in all those people that love that stuff. And when it finally does get to, like, Justin Long's character, it's like a big fuck you. Like, yeah, it's my movie. Like, now we're going to go this route. And I think people are just going to be, like I said, they're either going to love it or they're going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Such a good, like, golden lore for your movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
appreciate it. I appreciate this movie.
Yeah, I do too. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of I hate when people are like, and this will sound weird coming from me, but when they're like negative about like, oh, there's no good movies like this anymore. I'm like, no, there's a million of good movies out there. You just gotta look for it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna need you guys to act surprised right now because we talked about this yesterday. for the sake of the podcast, act like I never mentioned it. I kind of want to mention a movie called The Sadness.
Edit this out and put sounds of us being surprised.
Swaghorn.
What movie?
The Sadness.
Never heard of it.
Damn, Fidel's a good actor, dude.
I'm pretty sure my homie Mia recommended that movie too.
Where's my Oscar?
I would love Mia to see this, dude. I hope she sees The Sadness.
The Sadness?
Yeah. I'll recommend it to her right now.
Only because I'm curious to see what she would think about it. But I actually heard this movie from you, Fidel.
Yeah.
You mentioned that you saw like TikToks about it or something.
I actually had heard about it from Colin Young from Twitching Tongues, because he has a podcast called Hard Lore, and sometimes they talk about like they just mention like, oh, I watched this movie recently, it was tight, and he had mentioned The Sadness, and I think he said it was like on Shudder.
Is that a South Korean movie?
Taiwanese.
Taiwanese.
And so I looked it up, and I remember reading about how people fucking hated it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And then I started seeing it pop up on like TikToks of like horror movies to check out, but people would bring it up as like, oh, don't waste your time on this movie, it's terrible. I was like, oh, what the fuck? But yeah, that's when I had mentioned it to Eddie.
So, I think after you mentioned it, I kind of looked it up a little bit, and I didn't look up any trailers or anything.
Wait, are we talking about this movie right now?
The Sadness.
Are we talking about this movie right now?
I just want to mention it because
Yeah.
it kind of ties into what we were talking about
okay.
earlier. I'm not gonna go into like the plot or anything, but it was being described as like the most depraved zombie movie ever made, this and that, and so that got my interest. So I finally watched it, dude, and it's another movie that's just like people are not gonna get it because it's definitely made for people that are a fan of gore and practical effects, and it is a fucking huge love letter to that.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I had a fucking blast watching it. I like, dude, I love experiences like that where like these are definitely movies that you're gonna shut your brain off and just fucking enjoy.
Yeah.
And usually like I don't go for those kind of films. Like I like being challenged, but it's fucking nice to just sit down and like not have to think and just enjoy like the fucking violence.
Yeah.
And this movie does take it like pretty far. I mean, I think we've all seen worse, at least us. I think it's gonna be like the people that are just used to, you know, easy going stuff that are gonna like find this movie hard to get through. But dude, I absolutely loved it, and like I said, it's gonna be another movie that's polarizing that people are not gonna get.
If people watch it,
Yeah.
people have such a hard time watching foreign movies that aren't in English.
Yeah, that's another thing that I think is gonna keep a lot of people from seeing it. And like I said, it's a treat, it's a reward if you find like it's crazy because like it doesn't seem like I'm not a big like zombie guy, so like
Are you a little zombie guy?
yeah, I'm a little zombie guy. But yeah, I don't know, it's like a treat. Like if you discover this movie, like I kind of wish I didn't look into it or like knew anything. I could just put it on and just happen to stumble upon it.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, this movie is amazing. I just wanted to get it on record that I'm recommending it.
I'm trying to start to treat movies like that now.
Yeah.
Just like no trailers, no like trying to look it up. That's how I treated Barbarian. I had a blast with that movie.
Yeah.
But like I said, Barbarian, I fucking love that they did not show anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't give away like how off the
But
rails
even then,
it's
you don't
gonna
want to risk
get.
it.
Well, yeah,
Because
but
you don't have a sneak peek to a sneak peek.
but
Right.
So it's like
but I think people like hopefully that is like a lesson that people learned because everyone was raving about that. They were making a big deal that the trailer did not reveal anything, and it was just like this giant surprise. Like every movie reviewer that I've seen like talk about this movie, that's like one of the first things they mention, and I'm like, people notice, dude. So I'm hoping from here on like more horror movies do that.
I miss trailers like that.
'Cause-
Have we spoken about trailers?
Like in general?
Yeah,
We've mentioned them before.
Yeah, we haven't really had like a deep discussion on them.
I feel like we should.
Yeah.
Because I think the last good trailer that I've seen that was like, it let you know what the movie was going to be about, and it gave you the atmosphere of the movie. It gave you everything, but it did not give a single thing away. Was the trailer, the very first teaser trailer for Super 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that J.J. Abrams made. I think he like made it himself too. But he was like, dude, that fucking...
Was it just a teaser or was it like the actual trailer?
It was just a teaser trailer. Like, it was just like this is a new movie
Oh.
that's coming out.
But later on they released a trailer that showed everything, didn't they?
I think they have to, because I think...
Well, that's what I mean. Like, that's why the Barbarian is such a big deal.
Because trailers have to be made. Trailers have to be made.
Yeah,
yeah.
and most of the time it's not like the...
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
that's
then
why Barbarian
nowadays,
is a
like,
big
with,
deal.
like, trailers and teasers, like, even the teasers are, like, little trailers.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, just tease me.
I think most teasers, they don't really show much. I think it's just once that get to the actual full-length trailers, that's when they ruin everything. But
Because I can't remember the last time, like, that I literally, like, saw something where I was like, I didn't see... I think I just saw, like, half the movie just now.
I think what an issue might be with that is the fact that they hired like third-party companies to do these trailers. So I feel like they need to do the trailers in-house so they know we shouldn't reveal this. You know, this might be a big deal. Like, instead of having somebody else do it who had no part in the creation of this movie, and just be like, they watch it and be like, okay, I'm gonna include this. This looks cool.
The teaser trailer for the World of Worlds, the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah.
Dude, that's another one too, where it was like, oh damn, this is tight, because it just gave you everything except for, like, I mean, no spoilers, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think even Spielberg made that one himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like very ominous trailer, but
Yeah.
it let you know that it was an alien invasion movie.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, they need to do trailers in house more
yeah,
instead of hiring third parties.
Well, yeah, it's just a money thing, dude.
Yeah.
They
Money
know
and
that,
time.
They know that most people aren't gonna watch a trailer that
yeah.
doesn't explain the film perfectly. That's just gonna be like, oh, I don't get
Yeah,
that film, so I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah,
that's
true.
why. That's why, like I said, like they have to be made. Like it has to be part of the like marketing campaign.
Yeah.
You know, it has to show the big fight. You know, it has to show
Yeah.
the big scare. It has to.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that.
Yeah. But yeah, Barbarian. It was tight. Check it out. It's on HBO Max. And you had mentioned there's not going to be a physical release for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is sad.
So yeah, I guess Disney owns whatever studio released it.
Was it Searchlight?
I think yeah, they
Because it used to be Fox Searchlight.
So they own Fox now, so automatically they own Searchlight.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, they're only going to release a digital copy and not a physical.
Yeah, because I tried Googling it. Like, I Googled, like, Barbarian Blu-ray release date.
Yeah.
And it just gave me, like, the VOD release
yeah,
date.
so, which is, it's strange, but I don't know. Usually, like, you'd think Disney being as money hungry as they are, they would release
That's
something.
what I'm hoping, like more people go, like, watch this movie. They see, like, the numbers, like, go high on it, and they see how popular it is. And maybe, hopefully, they'll be like, okay, we should do a physical release.
And I think just numbers in general for people buying physical, like Blu-rays and 4Ks, like it's not anywhere near as high.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I don't know.
It does kind of feel like it's gonna have to circle back to that eventually.
Yeah.
From a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Because you're depending on like people to buy streaming accounts.
Yeah, that's true.
But literally, how many people have access to the internet, or I mean, how much?
Oh, if they don't have
there's
internet, I doubt they have a fucking 4K player, dude.
Well, it's like, you can get a Blu-ray player for like $30, and you can get a TV for like fucking $100,
Yeah.
But it's like, who's gonna pay $30 for one movie?
Well, that's the thing. It's like eventually, because the point of streaming is that you're borrowing your movies. If I cut your streaming service off, you're no longer able to watch that movie unless you bought it.
I think that's what I mean. Like, they want you to buy it digitally so you can have it on your computer or whatever.
Which that's why I'm just like, it's gonna have to circle back to that, because it's like no one's gonna have.
I think it's just like a record. Like, it's the same thing as vinyl. Like, it's just gonna be a collector's thing. Because I don't think people are gonna ever stream away from streaming.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna go back. I think they're just too far gone. It's too convenient. And yeah, like.
But if you're looking at it from like a business standpoint, like I was trying to say, like if you want to make more money, you're gonna have to get physical. You know what I mean? You have to go physical, because that's the only way you're gonna have. If you want to make 15 more bucks from the 15 you already made, make another piece of media. Just makes sense if you're that money hungry though. But I mean, if they keep
I think
what
they
they're
would
doing
lose
right
money
now,
though.
huh?
I think they would lose money. Because
no,
how
because
much it costs
that was the thing with like the 90s and the early 2000s. It was like, if you look at like the margins of like where the profits were coming from, a lot of them were coming from like DVD releases.
Because they didn't have streaming.
Yeah.
I think what he's trying to say though is it's because it's not as popular. The cost of it to be made isn't it wouldn't make sense because the sales wouldn't match up with it.
That's why like the movies that I buy, dude, they're like $40-$50 for like, and it's all small independent companies releasing it, and they don't make money, dude. They doing it out of passion, dude. Like, they barely make anything. That's like, I feel like it's too, like, it's like a vinyl thing. I think at this point, like,
collectors only.
Yeah, like it's.
And if they do release a physical copy, it might just be like a collector's edition type, where it might come with like a toy or like something like from the movie, like maybe the bottle or something,
Because even like if you go to, I don't know how long it's been since you've been to Best Buy, they don't even have Blu-rays there anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like and I asked my nephew, like, oh, like, and like people weren't buying them. He said that they were just taking up space, so they got rid of them. And he said that the only people that buy them are like online. It's fucking people that are diehards.
Yeah.
That are rich enough to have that luxury. But I don't know. It's shitty, dude.
Yeah, it's all like just money.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Which is why like it's like, you know, you don't really go physical, but I feel like if I were to want to make more money, I would want to go physical. You know?
Yeah.
Because there's only so much people you can reach, like internet wise, you know. Because I mean, I don't like it's like social media. It's like, you know, they make money off of like you and what you look at.
Yeah.
But then they have people like me who don't have social media, and it's like, how can they mine my mind, you know? So it's like it kind of circles back. But I mean,
but if you don't have internet, where are you gonna buy them?
Where are you gonna buy what?
Like Blu-rays.
The store.
They don't have them, dude. They're
Well, I
slowly
mean, there
getting
has
rid of
to be
them.
like a store out there. I mean, there's no such thing as like a non.
But if you do, like I said, are they gonna have the ones you're looking for? Because how many times have we tried to find movies and it's just
Yeah, that's true.
that's what I mean.
Because the
like,
demand isn't there anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's dying, dude. I think it's dead, honestly. Like that's what I'm saying. The only ones keeping it alive are small companies.
Yeah, because like when it gets to the point where you can't even get them like at Best Buy or like even Target or Walmart, which seems to be the only places you could get like physical media like that, when they stop selling it, like
yeah, and then people like they hike up the prices online. Like there's some DVDs that I want, dude, that are just like fucking $200. People like just selling them for crazy prices, dude. And it's because everything's limited now. There's no like long continuation runs of it. They're like, okay, we have enough money to be able to make this and make a small profit. And even then, like I said, it's so marginal. Because I've talked to like a few people, like asking them, like, "Oh, are you ever gonna release this?" And like, no, dude, like it costs too much.
yeah.
So it sucks, dude. Getting the rights to it and doing that. That's why everything's just
Just fucking start bootlegging shit. Fuck it.
bring it back, dude.
Yeah, I think eventually, like, we're all just gonna live on the internet.
Hey, I know a website to bootleg.
Everyone's gonna have VR sets on their heads.
Yeah, kind of like that
Wall-E?
fucking fucking movie, the
Wall-E?
Steven Spielberg movie.
AI.
No, Ready Player One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
where it's like everyone's just living on the internet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we're headed, dude.
Remember in Upgrade when they go into that room, and everyone like they look like
Oh, like-
junkies, but they're just VR addicts.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of fucking.
I think that's all the future is gonna be.
Not me, homie. I got physical stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I miss it, dude. Because I remember being like in high school, like borrowing DVDs like from friends. Like, oh, let me borrow that movie. I'll let you borrow this. It's like now. I mean, now I guess we can just recommend it. Oh, go on
Yeah.
Netflix and watch this. That's what I mean. It's like it's so convenient. Like people are just lazy, and it's just like, but they'll never have the extras, dude. The behind the scenes.
Oh, dude, I used to love that shit, dude.
I still watch them, dude.
Like, I remember the one I used to watch all the
Do
time.
they even? Do they still do that? The special features?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, they
man.
do, because I watched the Men last night.
Yeah.
I popped in the Blu-ray and it still had the special features tab, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the one I used to watch the special features of all the time was I had like a collector's edition of Sin City, the first one.
Mm.
And I remember I used to watch it all the time because there was a video that was on there of Robert Rodriguez cooking. And it was just like some random dish he was cooking. It was just him, like,
Yeah.
and he was talking about how much he fucking loved like the Frank Miller comic and stuff. And then there was like, they did like side by side comparisons of like panels from the comic and then like the characters in the movie. And it was like fucking crazy how alike they were.
Everything's dude.
But yeah, like,
And you get commentary too.
yeah, you like
watch
the
the movie
commentary
with
track.
commentary.
Well, some streaming services are offering that
HBO does
sometimes. Yeah, like HBO, like
Mhm.
they do offer like a commentary track now.
Hey, don't give them credit, dude. Don't give them any credit.
But yeah, there's a streaming service for everything now. So
Yeah, literally every company has one now.
yeah,
I don't even know what's like some of these like Tubi and all that. Like I don't know what that is.
yeah. Like there's this new show called High School about Tegan and Sarah. I don't know if you guys
About
know who
Tegan
that is.
and Sarah?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Like about them?
About them.
Is
how
it like a biopic or?
it's a series. Yeah, like a bio.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so it says it's streaming on Freevee, and I was like,
Oh, that's how I saw Terrifier.
on Freevee?
Well, because on Amazon, I guess they have a partnership or something.
Okay, I didn't know that because like I saw Freevee and I was like, what the fuck is Freevee? So I was trying to look it up and I guess it used to be IMDb TV, but I guess Amazon bought it out, so it's a part of Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but it's with ads. So
yeah, that's how I saw Terrifier.
Did it have ads?
Yeah, like dude, after like a gnarly kill, they'd be like, "You want to go to Target and get this?" Dude, like the gnarliest kill in that fucking movie, like fucked me up. And then, dude, right after he was done, like, don't forget to go to Walmart and get some grocery shopping. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Are they really long? The ads?
They are.
Yeah.
They're like 2 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
Really?
it's like
Fuck,
2 or
dude.
3 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. Well, I guess for Terrifier it doesn't matter. It's a like dumb movie that you can take a piss break.
But yeah, I was like, what the fuck is Freevee? I never even heard of it.
There's
but
so many out there, dude. And there's
Yeah,
only
there's
gonna
a
be
lot.
more expanding. Is Redbox still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
they're
think
still
there's
out there?
one like
There's
by
one
the
right
CVS.
here. Yeah, right here by
I
CVS.
haven't seen one of those
And they
in
have a
forever.
streaming service too.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I remember
Hey, why don't we start a streaming
I-
service, dude?
Right?
I tried Redbox once, and like, dude, I forgot to take the movie back. I didn't find it till like a year later, and it was like in my room somewhere, and it was Southpaw, the fucking Jake
Oh
Gyllenhaal
my
boxing
God,
movie.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I rented it, and I forgot I rented it, and then like a year later, I stumbled into it in my room. I was like, "What the? Oh shit! I forgot to turn this in."
They didn't charge you or nothing?
I think they did, but I just
Oh,
I just
never
didn't
knew.
check my bank account. Like I was just like.
That's funny. South out of all movies,
I did.
too.
I did like look at my bank account too. I was like, "Fuck, are they still charging me for this rental?" For, like,
late fees.
but no, I looked like 2 months in. I was like, "No, they probably just charged me for the whole movie."
Yeah, I think that's what they eventually do if you keep it after like a certain amount of
Yeah.
time. But yeah, check out Barbarian on HBO Max, streaming right now.
Yeah, watch it. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
it's fucking tight.
Barbarian.
It's fucking tight. I want to give a shout out to Bitch Dad on
What's up, bitch dad?
on Apple Podcasts. So a while ago we had like started getting like written reviews in on the Apple Podcast, and the first one we got was from somebody named Bitch Dad, and I was like, who the fuck is this? Like, I don't know who this is. Then last night we were at the show and talking to Val, and Val was like, yeah, dude, I reviewed your guys' show, and I was like, for real? I was like, how recent? And he's like, oh, like pretty recent. So I went on the app to see, and I was like, I don't see any from Val on here. He's like, yeah, it should be Valentino. He's like, and I was like, nah. And then I was like, wait, is this you? Like, and I read the review to him, and he's like, yeah, that's me. He's all, bitch dad, what the fuck? He's all, I'm not bitch dad. And so he opened his app up, and he's like, oh shit, I am bitch dad. So shout out bitch dad.
I guess his girl like changed it for him.
Yeah, like
Like,
I guess she messes with
She
him.
just fucks with him like
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, hey, shout out bitch dad for the first review. But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you check out the movie. Hopefully you like it. It's a lot of fun. Bring the whole family.
This movie's rated PG.
You can find us on our social medias at BetamaxULTD, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts. Just search Betamax. And we'll see you guys next time.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep flowing, keep moving steady.